Well, welcome to the last hour for this particular edition of a Solid Gold Sunday. And, of course, in the studio with me today is the wonderful, the irrepressible, the effervescent Bonnie Tyler. But first, a word from our sponsors. Yes, she's here. That's the giggle.
Solid Gold Sunday with Owen Gee on Kiss FM. Solid Gold Sunday.
Kiss FM.
And we kick in this hour with the duet Bonnie made with our very own Sir Cliff Richard from the Between the Earth and the Scars album. And to follow a special message I got from Cliff yesterday.
Let my heart unwind.
Owen Gee on Kiss FM.
Well, that was our Cliff, Bonnie, and taking control.
I miss him so much.
Well, I've got news for you. He got in touch with me only yesterday after I told him I'd been given the green light to come back to work and drive my car. And he came on and said, "Hi, Owen, loved hearing of you and the green light and that you'll be with Bonnie tomorrow. Oh, it's made me so envious as I love being with the two of you at Kiss FM. Anyway, I wish you all the very best. I'm so glad that you're back at the studio and doing what you're so good at." And a few personal things, and he finished up by saying, yes, he's in New York now and staying there until he goes back for the postponed tour at the end of the year. Meantime, he says, stay well, give a big hug to Bonnie, and have one yourself with lots of love, Cliff.
Oh, that's fabulous. Thank you very much. Oh.
Well, I've got loads of questions to ask you, and I did promise everybody, and Liam, who looks after your social media or
Yeah,
webpage.
he's brilliant, isn't he?
Yeah, I deal with them in the order we receive them. And it will come as no surprise to you that the very first one came in from Colin Dan in Middlesbrough.
Why?
Who said, well, of course, they met you a few years ago back in gear with Cliff and the gang.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a Christmas card in the house for you that they sent to me, and I haven't given it to you yet.
Oh, right. OK, well, save it for next Christmas.
Right.
Yeah, save your money, lads. Save your money.
Thanks, boys.
Yeah, they reckon they saw you at the London Paradium with Con's mum, Margaret, and they're saying they're loving the new album and they've already got front row seats booked for Dusseldorf.
Fantastic.
They've done that.
What?
Anyway, they've got a question for you, and they say, apart from learning to swim and improve your cooking skills during the lockdown, what have you discovered most about yourself, for better or worse? Well, I'll tell you guys, I can answer one of those. For the worse, she's learnt how to boost the profits of Sir Cliff's Adega Decanter. With the amount of wine she's been buying, I know. Anyway.
That's a fact. I've been ordering it that's the only delivery I've been having is the wine delivery, And
I know. I followed
cases.
the Arctic who was delivering to you.
But anyway, no. But I have been cooking myself, and I'm not bad actually. But it's only two of us, so I'd be hopeless cooking.
Let me just check. Could you just check Robert's all right? Is his heart still? But if she was it all right? The cooking was edible.
Excellent.
Well, I'll tell you what. You should do this because although I've not seen you in far too long, while I've been home and bedridden, I've been watching a lot of television. Every time I switched it on, you were there doing an interview.
Great.
And I think, I listened to a different radio show. Guess what? You were on that. And then when I saw the vids, there was Robert running in and out with mugs of coffee and tea all the time in the background.
Darling.
Yeah, I know what was in there. And by the way, Karen and Dan actually said, have the happiest of 70ths on birthday on Tuesday, and they'll be raiding a glass of bubbles for you for sure.
Thank you.
Now, I've got to tell you, both Paul and I are West Ham supporters, and you know their theme tune is I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles. Yeah?
I don't know.
Now, in that case, I want you to take that from us for Tuesday morning for your breakfast.
Oh, that's wonderful. A lovely bottle of bubbly.
And you can blow a few of your own, look.
Thank you so much. I'll take this. I'm going out on my birthday on my boat or my yacht. And there's only going to be 6 of us, right? Maybe 7 of us. But we're going to have a lovely time. We're going to go out to an island, anchor down, and then get a boat, a taxi into the restaurant. And we're going to have a wonderful day. And I will have plenty of bubbles on there.
It's a hard life. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do right now.
Yeah.
While they take a few photos while the crew are there, I'm going to play the title track from your latest album that you've been working on in the lockdown. And I must ask you the question, the inspiration for The Best Is Yet to Come, has that originated from the lockdown? And
no, because the album was finished before the lockdown.
Was it?
Yeah, but the only thing is, because I need to tour with my album, we left it a year before bringing it out because, you know, I'm going on tour. 79 of my shows were postponed into 2021 and 2022. 38 of them are already in 2022. You know, because records don't sell these days, it's all about touring, you know. And I will be able to... you know, promote my album on tour, in amongst all the classic songs, you know.
Yeah. Well, of course, we've all got our copies, and if you haven't, listen to the title track. It is indeed called The Best Is Yet to Come. It feels like this.
And after we've all had our...
Yeah, typical Bonnie Tyler this is. Yeah, the rock chick.
Kiss FM.
I'm going to let the album just continue playing while I deal with some of the emails, which I must pass on to Miss Bonnie Tyler. One that came in, it says, hi, please can you wish the legend that is Bonnie Tyler a very happy 70th birthday for the 8th. I've loved her music and her since the 70s. She's like a fine wine. She just gets better. That came from Steve in Tilford. But Steve, I got to tell you, apparently fine wines...
Thank you, Steve.
Yeah, well, you gargle with them and spit them out. We're not going to do that to her, for goodness sake. That's nice, though, isn't it? You know, to think somebody's followed you all that time. And we got one here from Northern Ireland. It's from Northern Ireland. It's Andrew from Northern Ireland. Could you please pass on to Bonnie a very happy 70th birthday for Tuesday from the Emerald Isle? We'll be listening live from County Down. Many
Thank you,
thanks.
Andrew.
Yeah, it is. Where are we here? We got another one here. It's from France. Hey! But it is in English. It says, please wish Bonnie a happy birthday in advance. Her new album is just amazing. Can't wait to see her on tour next year. 12 shows booked in France and Germany. Is that right?
Yeah, but I've got one in August in France as well now that was just added yesterday.
Okay, so check this out. Who is it? Blanchett. Yeah, and if you go to see Bonnie in concert several times, it will never be the same. She must have sung Total Eclipse of the Heart 1,000 times now, but she still finds a way to make it unique every time because she feels every word she sings. A passionate artist. Love you, Bonnie, and I've got to endorse that one.
My head's getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Just open that door, Paul. Open that door.
Thank you. Thank you.
I must deal with a few of these. Oh, wait a minute. No, they've all gone back. Where are we now? Anyway, you were talking about France. So this 12th of July, yeah?
No, 2nd of July in Madrid, I'm doing my first show. The only thing is, I don't think I'm going to be able to meet up with my band to rehearse, so I will probably have to do the rehearsing in the sound check when I get there because of the lockdown. If I went back home, I'd have to stay in for 10 days, you know. And, you know, I need to go and see my band.
Wait a minute. See if I can get this one up. There's so many messages here. Some of them aren't actually reading for me. So we just listened to Bonnie's music. We'll be going to Hungry Hearts any minute, which is track 3 on the album.
Night Gold Sunday.
Kiss FM.
Kiss FM.
And this track is called Hungry Hearts, where I speak to Bonnie about this one that's come in from Jordan Fawcett from Liverpool. And he said, firstly, a very happy big birthday, Bonnie.
Thank you.
Listened to your music since I was young and recently have been revisiting all the work you've done with the late, great Jim Steinman. Yeah. I have a particular interest in your very early albums that had a very strong country rock type sound. I'd love to hear you record a new country rock style album, maybe with Linda Ronstadt or Bonnie Raitt. What do you reckon about that?
I love the both of those girls, yeah.
Well,
Anyway, but thank you so much for all these wishes for my birthday. But you know, I feel as though they're talking about somebody else when you say 70. Because I don't feel 70 at all, you know.
well, you actually said you felt 40, but I want to know how you spell it. I said I felt 40 in the head, and somebody said you've had a problem since birth. Yeah, and this one, no questions, says Jana Clements. Just wanted to say hi and wish you all the very best for your birthday. From in between moving from in Wales back to Germany. Best wishes, Jana.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, they're coming in thick and fast now. Where are we now?
You're getting lost on that computer.
I'm going studio blind now. It goes, hi, Bonnie. This one comes from Annette. And it says, love your music. Your voice is fantastic and so unique.
Oh.
I live in Albufeira and would like to know if you do any gigs in the area or have any plans to do so in the future. You can
I enjoyed the big gig that we did on the beach, and Cliff came on and he did a duet with me. And that was awesome. 50,000 people on the beach.
Now you're just rubbing it in, because I should have been there.
Come.
I couldn't get up the steps to the stage.
Yeah, and you were supposed to introduce me and Cliff, yeah.
Yeah, you made me feel really bad. I'm going to make you feel really good now.
Go on then.
Because on behalf of Portugal's Kiss FM, we've got a little present for you for your birthday.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you. So beautiful flowers there. An absolutely gorgeous arrangement. Oh, thank you, Kiss FM. Thank you.
Well, I saw them earlier. I think the roses are particularly beautiful.
Oh, they're gorgeous. And the lovely lilies and... Oh, it's just fabulous. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
And the champagne.
They survive longer if you put them in champagne.
I'm glad I brought you 2 bottles of red now.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah. They've disappeared. I don't know what the crew have done with them. They've probably put them in my car to stop me drinking while I'm driving.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Oh, here's another one where, while we switch over to Stuck to My Guns.
Stuck to my guns. Mm.
Yeah, you are a bit explosive. As long as it's not loaded.
Let me tell you a story about Stuck to My Guns.
Oh, go on, tell us.
Well, you know, just before lockdown, I was invited to have an audience with the Pope Francis.
Yes.
And this fabulous windpipe player was there, Leo Rogers, right? And when I heard him playing, I just said, oh my God, you would sound amazing on this song. So listen to the intro of this song, and it's Leo, who I met with Pope Francis.
Oh.
I didn't do it for the glory in my sight.
Well, we missed the intro that Bonnie wanted to listen to, so I tell you what, wonders of modern technology, I can restart it.
I should have stuck to
There we are.
the #1 hit music station. Kiss FM.
Well, we're featuring the tracks from Bonnie Tyler's latest album. The best is yet to come. This is track 5, When the Lights Go Down, and I'll have a question for her after this one. When the Lights Go Down from The Best Is Yet To Come. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you not think that would be a very good one to finish one of your concerts?
Well, it's so... I love the song so much. The first time I heard it, that's why I want to put it in the middle of the show, not the end.
Not the end. Not when the lights actually do go down.
No, and you know, at the end of my show, I do an Amy Wadge song called Older, and everybody in the audience lights their phones, you know, and it looks so amazing. So that's my last song.
So they wouldn't do it to that one, you reckon? I reckon they would. Anyway, question here from Joel Longquist, who says, first of all, I want to wish you a happy birthday and a big thanks for the amazing album just released earlier this year.
Thank you.
I'll second that emotion. The question he is asking is, looking back on your amazing career, is there anything you wish you'd done differently? If it involves Robert, just don't answer it.
Actually, I've had such a blessed career, right? Because I've been successful without having the problem of being mega successful. Imagine being something like, your phone's pinging.
No.
Imagine being someone
it's
like
my false
Madonna.
Hip. False hip, that is.
Madonna or Michael Jackson or something like that, you know, where they didn't have a life. I do most things like normal people do, you know. So I've had a wonderful career. So, no, I don't think I would change a thing.
No, well, you've sold, over 20 million albums?
I've sold a lot of records, but I don't really know how many, to be honest.
Well, I think so. And I was saying to Robert that while I've been out of action, as it were, I've done a lot of research and I realised that there's, dozens and dozens of recordings you've made that I've never heard of before. And I thought I knew everything you'd done.
Oh, really? Which ones?
Oh, I wish I'd made a note of them so I could ask. I did make a note. Truth be told, I forgot to pick it up and bring it with me.
It's not these notes, is it?
No, that's the weather. You can read the weather for me if you like in a minute. That's telling us it's 23 degrees outside. Oh. Anyway, the album, you've done a lot of new stuff written by so many people, but you've also done a really nice cover of 10cc Number.
Yeah, actually, that was my producer's idea to cover that song because hardly anybody has, especially a girl, you know. And I said to him, you know, to David Mackay, my producer, I said, I'm not sure about doing this one. You know, it's such an incredible song, and 10cc did an amazing version of it. Well, the original. But as I said I'd try it out and see how it goes. So when I was in the studio and I started singing it, it just fell into place, you know. And it's really, I think I've made it my own, you know.
I think you have, but I'll tell you what, we'll let the people decide, because this is Bonnie Tyler's From The Best Is Yet To Come. It is her version, originally by 10cc, I'm Not In Love. But a little bit in lust. We are with Miss Bonnie Tyler on the Solid Gold Sunday show this morning.
Love Kiss FM. Kiss FM.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe it was the 15th of March last year that you arrived.
Was it last year or the year before?
Year before.
Yeah.
Year before.
Actually,
yeah.
Well, anyway, I came thinking I was only coming for a week in between touring with my band. I came from Sweden.
Yeah.
And we thought, well, we won't go home now. We'll go to our Portuguese home. And so we flew to Faro thinking we'd have a week off. And I've been here for 15 months. It's been awesome. I mean, what a place to be, huh?
Oh.
If you're going to be anywhere.
Well, I think, that's okay, but there are so many entertainers and people in the hospitality industry that have been unable to work.
Absolutely. My band and my crew and the people that build the stages, they've had nothing, absolutely nothing. They haven't been furloughed or whatever you call it, you know.
Oh, they don't get paid by the government.
No. So, you know, it's been a very difficult year for the musicians and the sound guys and the lighting guys, you know, really difficult for them.
Yeah, people don't realise how many people are involved with the tour.
Yeah.
And what work has to go behind it all.
Well,
and all the arrangements.
I mean, there's only 4 boys in my band, but there's 13 of us with my crew and everything, you know. And that actually, that's just 13 of us going from the UK normally, you know.
Yeah.
And then the other people that are at the other side, you know.
Yeah,
You're talking about hundreds of people.
Yeah, and it affects them all. And one such person who is living off a memory that you will remember at a private function many years ago. We were all there, Val, yourself, Robert and me, and Ricky Ryan, the Elvis tribute act. He was performing there.
Yeah. How is he?
What you've always said to me, you know, whatever you do, I am not singing. I only sing with my band. I said, I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't do that to you. And, of course, I was chatting to Robert and you were talking to Val, and all of a sudden you said, oh, listen. And he started to sing, I Can't Stop Loving You.
Yeah.
And you said, oh, I can't resist this. And you got up and you belted out a duet with him.
Yeah, which is great.
And I'll tell you what, he's been living off that for so long. And as you probably know, he's on a little bit of a remission with cancer at the moment. He's still waiting for results. Yeah. And he spoke, knowing that you were coming on the show after so long with me, he said he does send you his love.
Oh, thank you, Ricky.
He's going to be listening. He's living in Lanzarote right now. And he was asking, is there any chance you would consider actually recording that one?
Do you know, I still love that song. You haven't got the version that we did, sure.
Oh, you keep asking me to send it to you, and I keep forgetting. I will send it to you.
Yeah, send it to me, because I'd like to hear it. I know we had a lot of fun doing it together. Yeah. We did it in Portofino's, isn't it? Wonderful restaurant down in Lagos, yeah.
And it went down and people said, is that who we think it is? Well, who do you think it is? You know, and do you like her? Well, if you do, we'll tell you it's Bonnie Tyler. If not, we'll tell you it's somebody else. And I've got to say, in spite of all this, you know, over the years, together with Dear Cliff, we've had a lot of fun, haven't we? Yeah. And some people would call it work. But I think we are blessed that, you know...
Music keeps you young, doesn't it?
Yeah. You know, we've been able to do something, scratch a living out of something we enjoy doing. Mm-hmm. And people saying to me, as I was saying to Son earlier, don't you think now you've not been well for a couple of years, it's about time to hang the headphones up?
You couldn't wait to get back, could you?
No, I couldn't.
I know, and I can't wait to get on the stage and rock it with my band, you know. Yeah. I really can't wait.
Oh, and I'll tell you what, you saying that, I'll tell you, if as and when you get back, I guess you're going to come back with such a storm. There'll be thunder, there'll be lightning, and they'll be calling you Thunder, won't they?
Yeah.
Owen Gee on Kiss FM.
Well, if you want any more tracks from the latest album, The Best Is Yet to Come, you're going to have to get one. And we're playing a track now from the previous album, Between the Earth and the Stars, duet, Our Bonnie, with Quo's Francis Rossi. And while this is playing, Bonnie, I must ask you this, that Tim in France has been on again, and he said he's ready to come and see you at the end of August in France during the Pamiers Festival and to sing with you. And he promised to bring you a good bottle of French red wine.
How nice.
As long as you bring it back and share it with your friends. And he asked the question, will you be singing some of the new songs from the album we've been featuring?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I mean, but all the classics as well, like Total Eclipse of the Heart, Holding Out for a Hero, it's a heartache, and but along with about 4 or 5 of these new ones,
Yeah, so you're going to bung those new ones in.
Yeah, and this album was produced by David Mackay,
Yeah.
who produced my very first hit record in 1976, Lost in France. And it's a heartache, It's great to be back working with him again,
From 1976.
Anyway, where's Francis?
Yeah, and he's got an album coming out, even, after the loss of Rick Parfitt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was a long time ago, yeah.
Oh, and as a matter of interest, in 1977, they were rehearsing Rocking All Over the World in my house in Surrey.
Really?
And it was my son Chris, who was only 12 years old at the time, who reads music.
Yeah.
He had to transpose the keyboard riff for Andy Bown because he couldn't read the music.
Well, what about that?
Yeah, and Chris did it when he was 12.
Gosh.
And he's now a musician and hasn't worked for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And struggling. He's relying on the bank of Dad.
Daddy's bank.
And he's skint. Talk about rocking your heart.
Memories are played on Kiss with Owen Gee.
Well, this was the Eurovision Song Contest entry that Bonnie did that didn't go very far because a lot of us said it wasn't particularly the best choice, but the powers that be decided it was. But I'm going to have to fade it because we're getting very near the hour when we have to say goodbye. So this is going to have to go, I'm afraid.
Lovely to be on your show anyway.
Oh, what a shame, eh? Yeah, we're going to have a quick word from our sponsors for this final hour. They are Pestana Golf, Hotels, Resorts and Posadas.
Owen Gee on Kiss FM.
Well, we've exceeded our time this morning, but we can't leave it at that. We've got to say a big, big thank you to Miss Bonnie Tyler for giving up the Sunday morning to come in and join us.
Thank you, it's been wonderful.
And we'd like to wish you every success when you get back on the road, the thing you love doing and pleasing your many, many fans from throughout the world.
Thank you.
And I've got to tell you, that the best is yet to come. I think it's arrived. It's probably one of the best things you've ever done.
I'm very happy with it. Yeah.
Thank
you.
And let's hope there's more to come from you in the very near future.
Thank you. And to all my wonderful, loyal fans, fabulous.
Yeah, thank you, my darling. You know we love you here.
Thank you.
God bless.
Bye.